Welcome to another episode of the Gridiron Capitol Hill podcast. I'm your host, William.
And I'm your host, Bryson. What's up?
I think today gonna be a little bit shorter episode because I know you got some things to do, but that's
Yeah.
all good. But we got a good slate for y'all here today. But before we start, uh, how you doing? How you doing, man?
Good. I had my abs wrapped yesterday. I got
Oh
my
yeah,
test
Mr.
scores back
Military.
yesterday. Yeah. Got my test scores
Miss,
yesterday. Scored very high on it. Scored a
what you
78.
get?
A
Oh,
78.
okay.
Yeah, so
I think
pretty
I
high.
when I took the ASVAB because it's not a requirement in the Kansas City School District, but they have us taking it anyway. I think
Yeah.
I scored a 40, 48.
Yeah, I scored a 78. So I
Yeah.
could do basically any job. My electronic score, I could tell you actually the breakdown. Breakdown, I had like a um let me not take too much time. So I had my mechanical score was a 68. My admin score, so administration score, was a
Mhm.
80. My general, which is like science and all your maths and stuff like that, that was 76. And my highest score, my electrical score, was an 85. So you did good as
Nice.
shit.
Nice.
Did good as hell. I really wanted to get a 90. I kind of I think I studied harder stuff than what was actually on it. I
Hmm.
was very upset about that when I was taking it. I was like, "You got to be fucking kidding me! This is it's really easy shit that if I would have learned, I would have knew. I probably could have got a 90 if I would have had the. So I feel like I studied more for the officer test that I'm gonna have to take later on.
Right.
Um, but it is what it is. But yeah, good. I know what job I'm probably gonna do. I'll save that for another time. No, whenever I secure it.
Okay. Well, shit. All right. Good shit to you. All right. Let's get this show started. The
Yes,
first
sir.
topic on the first topic that we got on the agenda is Julio Jones decided to retire. So the big question is, where do he rank in terms of wide receivers
All time.
all time?
Mm. I'll be honest. That nigga
Mm-hmm.
terrorized my ass for so many years.
Yeah, right. Because Atlanta Falcons.
I'm so glad that nigga gone. I'm so glad that nigga gone, bro. So I'd probably say all time.
Yeah, all time. What you thinking? What you got?
hey,
And don't be fucking biased because your team is the Panthers. Don't be fucking biased, bro.
hey,
Be
hey,
honest.
hey! You can't say that because you be saying if I see a man in a Patriots jersey, I'm a flash.
Hell yeah. Bro, do you realize once again, this okay, you don't understand the pain, the anguish that the fucking Patriots caused my teams over the fucking years. Especially the '04 fucking team, right? Because that was the year that we had three receivers. Hadn't been done since. They get over 1,000 fucking yards. Okay. We're running through everybody. Right? We get to the fucking Patriots, I think, matter of fact, we get blown out that game. And that's when you get the DB rule of, hey, after 5 yards, you can't touch the receivers. Because Ty Law and them boys was bullying Marvin Harrison and them boys. Because I think Reggie Wayne was in his third year. So he was just coming to his own. But he's still young. We had I can't think of the third receiver's name. Cause he played for the Broncos too when Peyton was there. But yeah, man, nah, that's different. That's different. The Colts and Manning is synonymous. I'm sorry. It's like Eli's have a son and he go play for the fucking Cowboys. Do you think Giants fans want to see a Manning in a Cowboy uniform? A Cowboy uniform?
I don't think they would let him go there.
Is fucking exactly.
They wouldn't let
So
him go
don't do that. But where you got him ranked off? Where you got him ranked though?
there. I mean, I mean, maybe he's like 10, maybe 11, like 10 or 11. I mean,
Okay. Okay.
like guys that are retired right now, or
Out of everybody that's being retired, Hall of Famer, people playing
because like
right
I
now.
can't put him above Mike Evans. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not gonna put him above Mike Evans, to be honest. Even though I think he's a better player than Mike Evans. Mike Evans' career, I feel like, is better.
Okay, that's
You know,
fair.
so that's why.
No, go ahead.
That's why he's definitely up there. Like imagine Julio if he would have went to a Brady. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not saying no shit on Matt Ryan, but I'm just being honest. You give him a not saying Matt Ryan not a Hall of Famer, but like you give him like a Brady or a Manning, shit. You know what I'm saying? We might be having a different discussion about him. That nigga just get hurt a lot though. That's the only thing with Julio.
Yeah, man. I think I have Julio at the top 15 receiver all time.
Yeah.
Just because injuries and kind of like how he fell off towards the back end of his career. Like he fell off a cliff. He put up, I think his last year, looking at his numbers, I got him right now. So his very last year, like very good year, he put up 1,300 yards, had 98, had like 99 catches, right? He from then he put up 51, 771, 31, 434, 24, 299. Then he put up 11 catches for 74 yards and 3 touchdowns with the Eagles to end his career. Now, mind you, I know a lot of receivers fall off toward the end of their career. They put up those type of numbers, but also, like you said, injuries do factor in. It sucks that he didn't get a ring. Um, I know for sure I believe he's in the top 10 of yards. He put up over 1,300 yards. He got close to 1,000 catches. He got over 900 some catches for his career. And yeah, I just got him. I got him in the top 15. I'll probably have him if I really sat down and make a list of like the greatest receivers of all time. Probably have him around 12, 13. Probably have him around 12, 13. But man, yeah, shout out to Julio Jones. Enjoy retirement, like all receivers do.
Should have retired a little earlier, man. He tripping for. He should have went. I don't know why he didn't go to the Chiefs. Like
Yeah, fuck the Chiefs.
I'm
Fuck
just
them.
saying that's what I would have did. Like before he left. Whenever he first left Atlanta, actually, like, well, when did he leave at? When did he leave Atlanta? That's what I would have did though. Like 2 years ago. 2
Yeah.
years. 2 years. I would have went to Kansas City. Kansas City.
Yeah, but he went to, like I said, he went to the retirement home with receivers, the Tennessee Titans. He
Tennessee
went there
Titans.
first. Then he went to the Bucks. Then he went to the Eagles, and that was it. But he went to the retirement home first.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, did he win a Super Bowl? No.
No, remember 28-3.
Damn.
He did that amazing. The crazy thing about it, he had the game won. He had the game won. He made that amazing catch on the sideline.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers have 2 penalties back to back and a negative run. Took them out of field goal range. You fucking idiots.
They had a stacked ass coaching staff too. Think about it.
Yeah. Kyle Shanahan was there during the time he was OC. Who was their defensive coordinator at the time? Who was their DC?
I know Mike McDonald was there.
Yeah, he was there during that time.
Mike McDonald was there. Sean McVay was there.
Yeah, they had
bro. Ridiculous.
They had a good ass staff, and they didn't get a ring, bro. It's kind of crazy to really think about, though. But on the other topics, we gonna got a follow story for y'all that I found quite interesting with Geno Smith. Now Geno signed a 2 year, $85 million max value extension with 66.5 million guaranteed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's gonna be QB1 with the Raiders. But on the other side, it's now being reported that Geno took less money than what the Seahawks was offering him. So it makes me wonder is who's the head coach with the Seahawks? Who's the head coach?
The Seahawks right now, Mike
Yeah.
McDonald.
Okay. It makes me wonder why is everybody leaving or why is everybody wanting to leave? Okay. Tyler is gone. DK Metcalf wanted to trade in season, mind you. Got ended up getting traded this offseason to the Steelers. Okay. Now your starting quarterback decides he wants to leave. And not only that, takes less money to go play for Pete Carroll with the Raiders. It makes me wonder if there's something brewing in Seattle that the media doesn't see and we as fans don't see. What do you think?
Um, I think that like you said, there might be something. It might be something in the that in something going on there. But it's weird because, like, first off, Mike McDonald, he's a defensive guy, and defensive guys usually are more leader of men types. Usually more leader of men types than like offensive guys usually. So I
Mm-hmm.
don't know what it is. Maybe because they also kind of had like they had a good season, but they also had a rough season too. They had a
Yeah.
rough first season. Like the defense was trying to get together. Geno was also trying to get right. So that's kind of weird. What the new offensive coordinator is Bobby Slowick, I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me
That
see.
could
Let me
that,
look
I'm
it
pretty
up
sure
right
that's
now,
Bobby Slowick.
Roxanne.
That's
Yeah.
could also kind of work where Geno
Yeah,
probably
because
maybe felt like that the
good.
Seahawks don't have the talent, not like talent for that scheme right now, which is it's kind of like a Sean McVay, Kyle Shanahan ish scheme. Like it's kind of its own thing, but
They did bring in a new offensive coordinator.
yeah,
Last
Bobby.
year's yeah, so last year's um offensive coordinator was Ryan Grubb, who was fired after one season, and then they brought in Kubiak, Clint Kubiak.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so they brought him in from the Saints. So it makes me
Oh yeah,
wonder.
that's who they got. Yeah, that's who they got.
Yeah,
Clint Kubiak.
so
So
so it
yeah,
makes me wonder. Did the offensive players for Seattle was like, yo, we're not playing in another system for another year, or is it because simply they like Grubb as the offensive coordinator? You fired the guy, and now everybody wants to fucking leave. I feel like if that's the case, that's horrible mismanagement on Seattle.
yeah. Because I
Just
mean, like,
because
yeah,
you fired a coach that everybody likes. They like the offensive scheme. Now you fired a dude, bring in somebody new. They said they ain't fucking with it. Now you get everybody get up and fucking leave.
yeah. Because the problems that Geno had this year was interior offensive line. Like that was the
Yeah.
problem.
Mm-hmm.
And literally, Sam Darnold, for example, who's there now, had the same. That was the same thing that happened with
The
him
Vikings.
and the Vikings. So
Yeah.
they brought Sam in, but guess what they did when they brought Sam in? They invested money into the O line this offseason. So that's why I don't
Yeah.
know why they didn't just
Do it with Geno.
yeah, So I mean, Sam is younger, I get it, but like, Sam had this one good season, had this one like immaculate ass season, and Geno's
Season.
had 3 or 4 back to back. Just
Yeah. And hell,
so
Geno won comeback player of the year.
yeah.
So yeah,
So I mean,
Geno more than has proven his worth as a starting quarterback. Um Now with Sam Darnold, we're going to see if this is going to be a continued trend with Sam Darnold, where he's a very solid starting quarterback. Or this motherfucker was a 1-year wonder and just had a good ass season just for the one time. Very Nick Foles ish.
Yeah.
Very Nick Foles. Cause everybody, I don't know, everybody remembers, especially some of y'all young cats out there. Nick Foles one season, Nick Foles one time put up 27-2. Not 27 interceptions, 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions with the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah. Nigga was on
And then he went to a different team, was fucking ass.
Trash. Wasted all that money, got a max contract and everything. Zip their ass.
Bro.
Poor Bears, man.
And I know this is about Geno, but it is kind of funny with Nick Foles. 27-2. You go to another team, ass. Bounce around for a few years, go back to the Eagles. Carson Wentz get hurt. You come in, take them to the Super Bowl and win. You get another max contract with the fucking Jaguars, ass. Went to the Bears, ass. Went to the Colts, ass.
Yeah, he was just
like, he just find the most random times. Like, you know what? I'll be a good quarterback today, y'all. I know how to throw it. I know how to sling that motherfucker. Like, it's very crazy. Nick Foles has had one of the strangest careers in the NFL quarterback, in my opinion.
I mean, he got a Super Bowl. At least he got a Super Bowl.
True.
He got a Super Bowl, which is crazy. He got a Super Bowl for a bunch of like actual and
real starting quarterbacks.
Yeah. And he won that bitch. He just wasn't the side. He won that motherfucker.
The bitch, yeah. He wasn't just like he wasn't just a contributor. This motherfucker was the main reason why they won.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, next topic while we jump ahead. Okay, now we jumping into politics, y'all.
Let's get it.
Okay. Now, for those who don't know, Chuck Schumer is on the hot seat. Everybody, cause this motherfucker ain't got no backbone. He like to bend over and be a power bottom.
Fist me, daddy. Fist me.
You know, everybody know he bent over for the Republicans on the spending bill in the Senate. Not only that, I think 9 other Democrats also voted for that bill as well, and passed it through. So it was a bipartisan effort on the spending bill. Now people are calling for his head, because they feel like the Democrats are not doing enough, especially him. You're supposed to be a leader of the party, but you've been in over backwards for the Republicans, giving them exactly what they want. Yeah. Now everybody's calling for AOC to primary him. Now, for those who don't know about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, in 2018, she ran in her district in New York against an incumbent and fucking won. It's one of the rare times that you see a up and comer, somebody that hasn't been in really politics before like that, run against somebody who had millions and millions, not millions and millions of dollars, but they had people behind them funding their campaign and would successfully be able to primary him and to get his seat. Now they're calling AOC to do the same thing with Chuck Schumer. Now, there was a poll to come out saying that AOC leads Chuck Schumer in head-to-head New York primary matchup by double digits. In the article and the survey that was written by the liberal firm Data for Progress, they found that 55% of Democratic likely voters said they supported or lean towards supporting Ocasio-Cortez, while 36 back or lean towards backing Senator Chuck Schumer, which is very telling. That's a huge gap.
Yeah, very big gap.
That's a huge gap. Now, should she do this? If the polling is there, I say why not?
Yeah.
I say why not? Just try to see. Now, mind you, also you want to try to keep your seat too. So I wouldn't just give up your seat. But if the numbers are there, the polling is there, and the people are calling for it, especially in New York, because at that point it is a state election. At that point, the state of New York need to decide that. If they feel like, hey, AOC is the person, primary his ass. Get him the fuck up out of there. because obviously he's not doing a good enough job in stopping these fucking Republicans from doing what they want. I like AOC. I just wish she would get off the Bernie bandwagon a little bit. Because even for me, I voted for Bernie twice in the primaries. I'm not really fucking with Bernie like that nowadays. I still think he's a decent senator, but the shit that he pulls when it comes to the game of politics is kind of like, dude, you ain't doing nothing special. You ain't doing nothing revolutionary for
Just
real.
talking.
Just yapping. Yap Olympics, boy. Just
Yeah.
talkie. That's the only thing you're doing. You're too old for running for president. I wish that old man would run for president. I'm not voting for him. I'm not. Hey, I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. You're about like 86, close to 90.
Yeah.
I'm cool. Not only that, you have a problem with black people that you didn't fix in your first two runs. So what do you think this third run is gonna do?
Yeah.
You think this third run is gonna be the same? Yeah, you can. Because here's the thing with Bernie. Can he get white voters? Yes. Can he get like people that are in the middle? Yes. Can he get white ringers? Yes, because some of the Bernie bros end up voting for fucking Trump, right?
Yeah.
Can he get Hispanics? Yes.
Yeah.
But the key people you need to get is black people, or especially black women, who are the backbone of the Democratic Party, and they ain't fucking with you, especially the elders. They're the main voting bloc that you need to
Secure.
persuade,
Yeah.
and he hasn't done that. So I wish AOC, yeah. So I wish AOC would get off his bandwagon a little bit and start being her own person. I'm not saying completely abandon it, like abandon the dude, but she needs to find like really
Her
make
own
her
niche.
name for herself.
Like her own
Don't
niche.
be attached to anybody. Be
Yeah.
you. Yes.
Yeah. She needs to find her own niche
Yeah.
because sticking
So
by
what do you
Bernie's
think about it
side.
though? Do you think?
You say what?
Go. Go.
Oh, sorry. You're
Yeah.
going in and out.
Go.
That's why. But no, you're going in and out, and you're paused on my. You're like
Oh, okay.
yeah. That's why. So whenever you're telling me to go, it's not saying anything, like nothing's saying.
Okay.
But yeah, I think she needs to find her own niche. Like she needs to find her spot in the Democrat. She's not her spot, but she need to have her own push your own agenda. I mean, you can, bro. She can you can still
Yeah.
be on the same wavelength as Bernie, but not say the same shit, run the
Right.
same campaign, or or have him by your side all the time. I Bernie.
Yeah.
Bernie, he old. He got a lot of wisdom, but the thing is, like the thing with wisdom, what the Bible says about works with no faith with no works, right? So
Yeah.
ain't shit if you ain't got no works. Faith ain't shit if you ain't got no works. So Bernie hasn't done.
Exactly.
He speaks. He may say
Yeah.
good things. He may say good ideas, but you know he ain't it.
Right.
He's not
And
somebody you want to be around. He's like that uncle. He's that uncle that wise uncle that you got, that you just you supposed to not tell people you hang out with like that. You know. Hey, that nigga wise, and I learned a bunch of shit from him, but you ain't gonna never see me with that nigga out in public. That's who he is.
because my thing is this: Bernie do these little things to slight the Democratic Party. Like for instance, he didn't come out to the tail end and support a Kamala Harris, and then when she lost, he put that thing up on Instagram criticizing the messaging that she promoted. And we're gonna get to Kamala in a minute.
Yeah,
Because Trump just sinking the fucking country economically.
yeah,
But with that being said, um, I didn't like that. I said, dude, you came in last minute, you showed your support just to save face, and then you put out this bullshit message the day after. What the fuck was the purpose?
Yeah.
I'd rather for you not to say nothing at all.
Nothing at
At least
all.
let me criticize you. At least let me criticize you for not saying nothing. But instead, you pull that bullshit, and now you're going around the country having these town halls like the Republicans and talking. And then once we get in the town hall, you're not saying anything that's new.
Yeah.
You're saying the same shit that Kamala Harris said during the campaign. It's just that I don't like a lot of black women feel like, and I feel like y'all didn't like what the fuck she had to say because she's a black woman. She's a black biracial woman. Like, how else was she supposed to deliver it? Like, she's thinking the American people can see the bullshit. The American people is educated enough,
Yeah.
right, to see the bullshit. Apparently not. That's not the case. We come to find out Americans are stupid. Um, but it's a simple fact that he's going around the country thinking he's doing something like brand new. Like, you're not saying anything new. It's okay, man. Your time has passed, came and gone. Be like a fart in the wind and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, it's time for the next generation, bro.
Right.
Time is up. Time is up.
Right. And now, since we on the topic of Kamala, now she was at an event last week and she did speak on what's going on around, what's going on with Trump and these fucking ass tariffs.
Yeah.
Let's see what she got to say when it comes to that.
People stay quiet. We are seeing organizations stay quiet. We are seeing those who are capitulating to clearly unconstitutional threats. And these are the things that we are witnessing each day in these last few months in our country. And it understandably creates a great sense of fear. Because, there were many things that we knew would happen. Many things. I'm not here, so I told you so.
But yeah, that's what she had to say about the entire thing. Now I did see a clip from the Joe Budden podcast, and they was talking about it and said, "This is not the time for you to come out and say I told you so." No, fuck that. Fuck that. This is the perfect time to come out and say, "I told you, motherfucking so." I told you what was going to happen. I told you in the debates what was going to happen. When it came to this motherfucker and these tariffs, he is going to sink the economy. He's going to throw America in a recession, right? Okay. Not only that, okay, she was backed by Nobel Peace Prize winning economists saying, yeah, he's going to sink the country. His economic plan is fucking horseshit. Well, what are we doing here? And instead, the American people go, nah, he ain't gonna do that. And when I mean American people, I mean white folks. Yep. You motherfuckers said, nah, we ain't gonna listen. We don't want to hear that shit. We don't want to hear this intelligent black woman speak. Fuck it, let's vote for him again. And what's happening? This nigga in real time, he announced tariffs. This motherfucker is sinking the stock market. In real time, what?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you good. You good. What's up?
Oh man, this goes. Did you see the? Did you see that? that a fake Twitter post came out, and it was like, oh, like Trump's gonna pause it for 90 days, and the stock market, the stock market's all about.
It took a little. It took a little.
It went up, and then as soon as his administration came out, and said, wait, no, like we're not doing this. That was fake. It went right. It dropped
back down
because the stock market is all about confidence. So
yeah,
that shit was funny.
And the crazy thing about it, hey y'all, the worst dips that has ever happened in the terms of the stock market, right? He has two of the worst, two in the top five. This recent dip where it dipped over 2,000 plus points. It's the third all fucking time. Third all time. The worst dip. The fifth was during fucking COVID when he wasn't really doing shit. So once again, y'all got up here and played silly fucking games, thinking that, oh, let's stick it to the black women, let's stick it to people of color, let's stick it to women who won't control their own fucking bodies. And now look at y'all. Y'all paying more for eggs. Y'all bitching about eggs. Y'all paying more for your groceries. Everything's shooting up. I'm a gamer. As you see, I'm wearing a Sonic shirt right now. Motherfucker, they just announced the Switch 2.
Ooh, I know you hurt.
Okay. Let me get into this because Trump, you got me fucked up. I've been waiting for the Switch 2 for the last 3 years since they've been talking about it. Bitch ass nigga. Now, the game originally is supposed to be $450 just for the console, $499 with the new Mario game plus the console, right? Now, mind you, it was where it came out, hey, they are making us pay $80, not $70, like the standard is right now. $80 for the digital copy, $90 for the physical copy of the game. Everybody's like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Nintendo, why you do this? This is not usually you. What the fuck? Yada, yada, yada. And all this other shit. Okay. Now, we know these motherfucking tariffs are coming. Then they announce, oh, the pre-orders for the Switch 2 in America, yeah, we're dead in that until we can figure out what the fuck is going on with these tariffs. And the reason for that is, now Nintendo was originally going to make the Switch 2 in China. Okay. They moved it to Taiwan. When Trump did his bullshit in terms of putting the tariff on the entire world, multiple fucking countries, friend and foe alike. Now, the Switch 2 may be more. Now you also have economists talking that these motherfuckers are going to stack. Because with the Switch 2 and other products, different parts come from different countries. That means it's going to be a tariff on this said part. So the Switch in America may not be $450. That motherfucker may be $600.
$600, baby.
And do you think a nigga who's been waiting for the past 3 years for this Switch to come out want to pay $600 for a fucking Switch?
Fuck no.
Fuck no. That shit's aggy. He's fucking up the gaming industry. And now I'm really thinking this $89, $90 price point for their games that's coming out on the console, this shit is in response of the tariff. They're trying to get ahead of this shit. But because Trump is an idiot, I don't even think we're gonna be paying $80 to $90 now for a game. I'm thinking we may pay around $85, damn near $100 for a game. And God forbid Grand Theft Auto comes out later this year.
Oh man.
Because that game is already rumored to be almost $100. That's the rumor that they really want to set the price point. This game is $100. Imagine the tariffs are still going on at this time when they release the game. I kid you not, the game probably gonna be around $120 to $130.
Yeah.
For a video game. Because a motherfucker who don't know how economics work is running the fucking country. When you had my thing with America is this, and I know I'm on a little rant. You had a black woman who had a degree in political science, economics. And that's why I correlate Trump supporters with anti-vaxxers. Y'all talking about y'all do your own research? The research has been more than debunked. You had people who are renowned in their spot, award-winning economists.
Yeah.
Telling you, hey, he's going to sink the country. And you're not listening to him. You're doing your own shit. Now there's an outbreak. You didn't want to listen to the black woman who has a degree in economics. Now there's an outbreak. Make it make fucking sense. Give me your thoughts.
He said, not the dad. Give me your thoughts. Honestly, man, I feel like it's. I honestly, I'm still kind of trying to figure out what his goal is because there's no way he doesn't know. I part of me feels like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Part of me does feel like he knows what he's doing, and I feel like a part of me feel like it is a little deliberate. But
No,
I
you
mean,
don't.
shit.
I'm gonna cut you off right there. No, you don't. This motherfucker put a tariff on a country that has no people but penguins. Did that really scream? Oh, he know what the fuck he's doing.
I just meant that I thought
Did
that he
it?
was being incompetent on purpose. Like, I was trying to give. I don't want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but
Fuck
I'm
no.
just
That
saying.
nigga's an idiot.
I'm just saying. I was just speaking of maybe he's trying to tank the economy on purpose. But I just saw a couple a couple hours ago that he paused. He's actually doing a 90-day hold on tariffs now with China. So
because there's a 34% tariff right now
yep.
on us. Who, bro? You do
every
realize
country putting that shit right back on. I had a this is a little off topic. This is on topic but off topic. I have a person that lives by me and he just started a welding company. And he came to my job and he's like, yeah, man. He said, people are mad about these Trump tariffs, but like, because I asked him how his business was doing. He's like, yeah, people mad about it, but they don't understand. Like, it's actually good. Like, it's to keep our stuff in here, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't feel like debating at the time. I'm not going to debate at work. Not with no random dude. That I know definitely isn't politics. But I'm just sitting here like, bro, no, because we putting it on friend and foe alike. And that's not good.
Yeah.
Because now we're isolating ourselves. And I'm working on I'm working on like a connecting kind of because I've been doing like a lot of research on Nazi Germany and shit like that. And there are a lot of correlations and I haven't had time to like write it down. It's all in my head right now. But I'm working on that because I would like for us to do a show like kind of showing because there's a lot of similarities right now. Like, very similar similarities.
I mean, hell, he's doing the military parade on his birthday. Y'all don't find that suspicious? Y'all don't find that to be fucking weird? And
you
now
how go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, you heard about what's happening in Kansas?
No, I don't give a fuck about Kansas.
So
go ahead.
So he's giving them till the end of April. The end of April to decide whether or not they're going to keep DEI practices in schools, and if not, he's threatening to not fund public schools in Kansas until they do. Yeah, I heard this from my friend Tatiana. Couple 3 days ago.
You know what school, the main school that's gonna hurt the most?
What?
Haskell's Indian University. So it's is it Haskins? Hold on, because it's an Indian school. It's a Native American school in Kansas.
In Topeka, right?
Yeah.
I used to mess with a girl that went there. That went to the college.
Okay. Native.
He said,
this nigga. I'm just gonna know you, bro.
Shout out to you, baby, if you know who you is.
So Haskins Indians Nations University. So that's the college, right? So it's a NAIA school.
Yep.
Now remember, a lot of people don't know. Now their head coach was hired through DEI practices, and ultimately he was fired. Now he finished the season for free. He ended up actually taking him to the NAIA basketball tournament. I think they lost opening round, but he was eventually given his job back. However, I think it's going to hurt schools like that the most in Kansas. Number two, I'm going to tell you this now. I don't know why Kansas would even listen to this motherfucker. Let's face it. Some of y'all colleges out there, if it wasn't for black folks, y'all wouldn't be shit.
Sterling.
Hey, just saying.
No shots fired, but just being honest.
Hey, I'm just saying. Cause I know if I was a parent and y'all listening to this shit, and I think a lot of college parents should start listening to this shit when it comes to like the college and politics when they start intertwining.
Yeah.
If I was a parent and I was hearing this shit and Kansas actually follow suit in schools, the either whatever schools in Kansas listened is off the list or the entire state getting wiped. I'm not going.
Yeah.
We're not entertaining you. Don't even fucking call the house. The fuck are you doing? This is to a maniac. And they even go back around to the tariffs because now Republicans trying to spin this shit like, oh, this shit is good. Like, I got a video right sitting up here, right here, of Gene Pirro talking about, I don't give a fuck about my, um, what's the name? I don't give a fuck about my 401k. I believe in this man.
Not that I'm not at a point in my life when I should be worried about my 401k, because I am. But this is what I believe. I believe in this man. And I believe that what we're seeing now with his bringing in $1 trillion in business and manufacturing and companies moving back to the United States, and he's delivering. And you know what? I don't really care about my 401k today. You know what? Not that I can afford it, not that it isn't important, not that I'm not at a point in my life when I should be worried about my 401k, because I am. But this is what I believe. I believe in this man. And I believe that what we're seeing now with his bringing in $1 trillion in business and manufacturing and companies moving back to the United States, and he's delivering. And you know what? I don't really care about my 401k.
Okay.
Like, and here's the thing that people don't understand, right? How long you think it would take for all the businesses to come back to America? You think that's an overnight thing?
Because here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. That's not even that. Let's put that off to the side. Let's bring it up to the front. Motherfucker, just because you're bringing a company back to the United States doesn't mean tariffs ain't still going to fucking exist on said company. Because everything can't be made here.
Yep.
Everything that, like, let's say with Apple, let's say with the iPhone, right? Let's say they bring it back to the United States,
That's
right?
a big one.
Because they talking about now, let's say Apple only made iPhones in the United States. They talking about $3,000 for an iPhone. Now, mind you, Apple damn near put the same iPhone out every year or so.
Fucking year.
So y'all gonna so y'all damn near gonna be paying $3K for a phone that's gonna be the same. Y'all not talking about the farmers and shit. Hey, you know, where they getting when they getting hay phone, when they getting their the blades on the combine from like shit like that. They don't think of shit like that. They just see the companies coming back.
Yeah.
Just because it's made in America doesn't mean it's gonna be American prices.
Hey, and somebody got to work in that. I mean, and I get factories. I get factory. You know, it brings jobs when they come back. But what you don't understand is, bro, these companies when they come back, they can't pay the 50 cents an hour that they do when they overseas. They gotta pay. They gotta pay American prices, which means their prices could go up anyway. So. Is really you getting fucked twice because it may feel like you may feel, oh, we're making the companies come back. Yeah, you may be bringing them back, but you're making the prices rise as they were to rise already because of the tariffs. Now they're gonna rise more because the company and I don't think the company should do it, but they will because they gonna say, oh, we got to make our money back. We got to raise prices because we ain't got as much money. And that's it. That's if they don't make something like AI do the work. Like that's if.
And here's the thing too. Okay, they talking about they bringing back the jobs. Who's to say they bring it back the companies to America? Who's to say that the company is going to hire Americans to do the job? Who's to say they won't get robots or they won't find cheap labor here in America? Because there is cheap labor in the form of undocumented immigrants to come do the fucking job.
Yep.
So essentially, you're playing a lose fucking game. Not only that, you're shitting on the field and telling people to play in it. What the fuck are you doing? Now, I do want to bring up the point because we are heading to a recession. Don't give a fuck what nobody else talking about.
Yeah.
The last 12 recessions in American history, it's 11-1 split. Only one Democrat has caused a recession. That was Jimmy Carter. out of the other 11, they are Republicans. Starting with Reagan, going all the way down. Hell, W had 2. Trump is now on his second one. So what the fuck? So that makes a 4. Where the other 8 do you think it comes from? like make it make sense, y'all. Make it make sense. Y'all, like, Americans, it baffles me. If I see a trend of a motherfucker having an 11-1 split causing economic hardship on Americans, you would think, hey, I really want to vote for this party. I really don't. I don't want to vote. Not for Republicans. You got to come up with some new ideas.
Yeah.
Your ideas are not working.
And it's funny because like Trump fans are still. I feel like if he's able to run a third time, they're still gonna vote for him out of stupidity. And like Will said, we are headed towards a recession. Like that's not a lie. We are definitely headed towards a recession. Get your hide your kids, hide your wives, because it's happening.
Yeah. I wouldn't say not even that. I say we already in it. I think we already in the beginning stages. Now, how worse this shit can get, it depending how these fucking tariffs shake the fuck out.
Yeah, because I just saw he just stopped. They just did a 90-day one on China, because China was shit. These other countries,
China was not playing.
You're putting them bit. All right, bet I'm about to show your ass. I'm about to show your ass.
You know what this is? You know what this is? You know what this shows me that all this what this is? Trump don't know the meaning of fat means greasy. Yep. He thinks shit is for play. He thinks shit is games. And shit is a motherfucking game around here, Playboy. What the fuck are you doing? You're fucking up people's livelihoods, taking money out of the American people's pocket. What the fuck are you doing? Just creating havoc for no fucking reason. And like David Portnoy, who runs Barstool Sports. Once again, this motherfucker was rah Trump during the election. Now you out of $7 grand, fuck nigga. You out of $7 million. Look at it, listen to this shit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I almost tweeted out, Dave, how much are you down right now and today? 7 million. I'm down $7 million in stocks and crypto. And it's tariff city. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. Like, it's more a trade deficit tariff to me. Like, hey, we get this much shit from you and you get this much from us. Let's even that up. Let's get some wacky formula and do tariffs. And everything's in the shitter because of it.
Now listen to what he just said, y'all.
Yep.
Now this is the man that voted for Trump. He didn't know what the fuck a tariff was.
Yep.
He still don't understand what a tariff is. And he lost $7 million. Aiden Ross is in the shitter, $10 million. Doing a little Trump dance.
Yep.
Doing a little Trump dance, fuck nigga. Now you out $10 million. I don't feel bad for these niggas.
Me neither.
I hope they continue to lose fucking money because y'all put the American people on this fucking pathway. Same thing with Joe Rogan.
Yep.
I hope that fuck nigga lost money too. Fuck him.
A lot of them niggas lost money. A lot of them lost money. And honestly, I just saw like 4:09 Eastern Standard Time. I got this notification. Markets soar, right? Markets the S&P 500 rose more than 9% after President Trump announced he would pause his reciprocal taxes for 90 days.
Exactly. Because guess what? They saw, because you know what? They took him in that back room. And showed him the numbers if he can fucking read. If he can actually fucking read. And actually showed him, hey, bro, this is not just affecting
China,
Democrat. It's not Democrat. Yeah. It's hurting the entire fucking country. You got to stop this shit. And the funny thing is about these fucking tariffs and fucking Republicans, a lot of these fucking Republicans were speaking out against the shit when Trump was running, when they was running against Trump. Now it's, yes, sir, master. Yes, we love the tariffs. The tariffs will bring back American jobs.
Yes, sir,
that's
boss.
not the case. Yeah, that's not the case, fuck nigga. Brian Donalds getting his nut hanging ass on TV talking about, it ain't hurting American people. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? I'm sick and tired of that jive ass, turkey ass nigga, boy. Cause I'm gonna pull up, cause I got a TikTok video with this nigga on it. I'm gonna pull him up right now.
He sounds so familiar. I gotta see what he looks like. I feel like I know
Brian
him.
Donalds.
Okay with your.
Oh, I hate this nigga. Oh my god, I hate this jive ass nigga, boy. I hate that coon ass nigga. I hate that guy.
Tariffs
I hate him.
are also put in place. Are you okay with pain being on their shoulders for a while as this all gets worked out?
Nobody wants pain for their constituents. I don't want pain for the people of Florida.
But Donald Trump said there will be some pain and disruptions.
Hold on. But you are making an assumption without knowing the details.
I'm not making the assumption. Donald Trump himself said there was pain and disruption that was going to happen.
You're making an assumption.
Are you?
I hate that guy so much.
Yeah,
I hate that guy.
This jiving ass nigga. The Republicans are basically telling y'all, we don't give a fuck how it's affecting y'all pockets. We gonna do what the fuck we want to do regardless.
And it's funny about him specifically because during the election, he was trying so hard to see.
Him and Tim Scott was doing the nut hanging dance on Trump's nuts, and y'all didn't get in their fucking cabinet position, fuck nigga.
He
did like, all that sucking and jiving.
It's weird because he'd play the Trump card sometimes and other cards. Sometimes be like, he's like, hey, if I felt like Trump wasn't doing the right thing, I wouldn't vote for him. No, nigga, you're lying.
No, nigga, you're lying.
But guess
nigga,
what? Your black ass ain't got no goddamn. Your black ass ain't get no cabinet seat, nigga.
and I love how this nigga got so much smoke for Jasmine Crockett. Like this nigga actually gonna really do something to Shawty. First of all, fuck nigga, you not gonna do nothing. You a pussy, nigga. Yeah. You hide behind certain shit to try to seem like you're better than the average black man. You better than the average black person. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. First of all, it was funny as fuck when she called Governor Greg Abbott fucking Hot Wheels. I said something much worse. I want to push that nigga down the flight of stairs like Brock Lesnar did Black Gallon. I want to do that. Fuck that. Fuck that nigga. That nigga's a horrible fucking person. And I understand that it's ableist to say they call him Hot Wheels and say I want to push this nigga down the stairs like Brock Lesnar did Zach Gallen. Don't give a fuck. He's a horrible fucking person.
Yeah.
And then he want to get on TV because he was mad at Jasmine Crockett was like, well shit, he's trying to cuddle up the white people and shit with his white wife and shit. And he got on TV like, man, I don't know why you bringing them on. Why you shouldn't even be mad? Because, nigga, you take every chance that you can get. And you think, damn, how can I get white people? How much white semen I can get from white people? How much can I get?
Yeah, he's
because this nigga own they dicks.
Yeah. He tries to make it seem like he's such a pro-black person. He's not. Like my stepdad kind of likes him a little bit, and I try to tell my stepdad, though, listen, that guy.
This nigga, what should have eliminated him from the equation when he said black people was better under Jim Crow. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga, you're married to a white bitch. Nigga, your relationship wouldn't exist. Matter of fact, nigga, you stringing up from a tree just even talking to her. What the fuck are you talking about? Clown shit. This Daffy Duck dancing, sucking and jive nigga. I'm sick of this nigga. And I'm gonna clip this fucking section of the pod, and I'm gonna put a video next to the fucking Daffy Duck dancing, cause this what this nigga is.
Yeah, he got sucking and jiving.
Sucking and jiving ass nigga. He got the top hat on with the little cane, talking about yes, Trump. Oh, I'll do anything you want, Trump. Taking your Republicans, taking your talking points from goddamn white people who don't give a fuck about you. What the fuck are you talking about?
It's funny, man.
And
it's funny because, like, when I first heard about that story, like, I get what he was trying to say, but what he was saying, first off, you should have never said that. Second of all, like I just don't like. I guess I get what he was trying to say, but you're thinking that like he was making it seem like the marriage the relationships and stuff like that was better in them days, and it really wasn't. Like you had not niggas, but men was beating shit out their wives. Men weren't good to their wives then. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they used to give cast iron skillets to women during marriages. So when they had husbands start beam bop, boom bop, bam, trying to up over their head, nigga, take this iron skillet to the head, fuck nigga. Just stop shit like that. Niggas will beat their wives.
That's okay. Basically,
women like literally during those times were more like they needed that economic. How can I put this?
Security.
Like they needed that security, right? Because they was getting either they was getting low paying jobs or they was strictly in the house.
Yep.
Pick one. And so that's why you saying, oh, granddaddy and grandmama been staying for so long. Meanwhile, granddaddy had a side family. He was beating on his first wife.
Yep. Yeah, and he's like, oh, those were the days where black people were better off socially.
No, nigga, no. We had to stay together because we was forced together.
Yes.
But I don't think a lot of people realize that. The reason why black people had to be so tight-knit because quite literally we was forced to be.
Had no choice.
Today, and that's why I say today that the reason why that you don't see a whole lot of unity amongst black people on certain shit is because we're not forced to come together and come to a conclusion.
Yeah,
we're not forced to be together. We don't have a common enemy. It's too many sucking and jiving ass niggas running amok.
Yeah,
you know, put it. We do.
I just pictured every single black conservative I hate just running down the street.
Just sucking and jiving, just
like a parade.
They just distorting American history and distorting certain images and shit, and all this nut hanging. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
Yeah, we
don't want to hear none of that. And you talking about you want the best for black people. What's coming out your mouth is quite literally what white people think of black people.
Yep. It's a little off topic, but I just got an ESPN report. Tyreek Hill wife was involved in a domestic dispute Monday. No charges were filed.
So he's still being on his woman. Got you.
Yes.
Hey y'all, that's a hell of a way to end the show. Thank y'all for listening. We will be back next week. Hopefully, we'll actually release an episode on a Wednesday instead of a Thursday. We appreciate y'all for listening. Signing out.
Bye, y'all. Don't beat your wives. Hit on the T side.
That's a wrap for this episode of Gridiron to Capitol Hill. Thanks for tuning in and being part of the conversation where sports and politics collide. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook for more. Until next time, keep the game strong on and off the field. See you soon.